Welcome to today's video where I'm going to be recommending to you my top Amazon favorites as a beginning crocheter. This is everything you need to get started, in my opinion, from Amazon in your crochet journey. So follow along and let's get into today's video. Welcome everyone, my name is Amanda, aka Ace, and I am a beginning crocheter chronicling my journey, taking you along for the ride on vlogs and tutorials and recommendations and reviews on all things crochet and fiber arts. I consider myself an advanced beginner crocheter and a baby knitter. So let's get into today's Amazon recommendations, my top 10 recommendations. I have tried every single item on this list. In the off chance that there is something that is not available, because there is one item that is no longer available, I am recommending an alternate for you. So you don't need a lot to get started as a crocheter. Basically, all you need is a hook and yarn. That's all you need, really. But who really just buys one hook? I mean, let's be real. You're likely going to want to buy some sort of crochet hook set, and I've got two options available for you. The first item recommendation I have available to you is the Crocheters crochet set. This comes with over 99 items that you need to get started in crochet. I did a full review of this kit as it was my first purchase, and I will be sure to link the video below and in the top corner. This kit is really all you need when you're first starting out. It comes with both aluminum hooks as well as ergonomic hooks, so you get to test which you like based on what works for you. It also comes with various notions, including locking stitch markers, needles, measuring tape, scissors, and more. It also includes items you would use for knitting, including needle stoppers and stitch holders. This is all you need to get started, and it also comes in this cute little case, and it has a variety of options, so you don't have to get the cute little cat case. You can get something else. If your budget allows it, I would highly recommend that you get the Clover Amour hooks. 10 hooks for about $40 on Amazon. You can get it other places, but definitely check out Amazon because that's probably going to be your lowest bet. It's around $40 depending on the day. It's normally priced at around $80 retail. They're a set of 10 ergonomic, colorful, handled crochet hooks that I feel really glide through your work effortlessly. I did a full review on these in another video, so I will definitely link that below and up here in the corner for you. I don't have all 10 out because obviously I'm crocheting right now. These are my top hooks. I've tried some others that I will probably have a review on in the future, but if your budget allows it and you think you might want to get started with the Clover Amour hooks, I would definitely just go dive deep into Clover Amour. But that other cat touch is also an option in case you don't know necessarily if you're more of an aluminum hook or an ergonomic hook. I personally, just because I get a lot of pain in my hand, I prefer the ergonomic hooks. A bonus recommendation for you is the larger sizes in the Clover Amour line. They have a plastic head with the same colorful handles, and honestly, you don't necessarily notice the difference between the plastic heads and the aluminum heads on the smaller sizes. I am surprised that the plastic runs so smoothly. So that's my bonus recommendation. If you're gonna get the Clover Amour hooks, just go ahead and spring for the larger hooks too. That way you always have the size that you need in your toolbox. So now you have your hooks, and now you need something to get those beautiful squishy hanks of yarn into a usable form. That's where I'm gonna recommend the Knitpicks yarn ball winder. I have the purple version and I love it. It's very convenient. It fits on any type of counter space, or counter edge, countertop, table, even an IKEA calyx, because that's where I store a lot of my yarn. And so I can set it up right on my IKEA calyx and get to winding. It fits any skein up to about 100 grams, although I've done 150. I just hanked up some of the Emma's yarn Hella Hank and it did great. So you can even go a little bit beyond about 100 grams and you'll be just fine. So now you have a yarn ball winder, but you need a yarn swift. And to be frank, the yarn swift that I have is complete trash. And so I'm going to recommend to you to get something like an Amish style yarn swift. It's a tabletop and you wrap your yarn around it in the 4 points. It sits on your table and allows you to effortlessly wind up your yarn with your yarn ball winder and makes things so much easier than my yarn swift. My current yarn swift is terrible and we've had to MacGyver it to make it stay. It falls constantly, and I'll link that video so that you can see how I really feel about my yarn swift. So now you are all set to get crocheting. You have your hooks, you have your yarn swift, you have your yarn ball winder, and you just need some yarn. Definitely check out your local yarn store for any hand-dyed yarn. But if you're not in that market or in that area yet, definitely check out any big box retailer like Michael's or Joann's for any type of yarn, whether that's a wool blend or an acrylic yarn. That is definitely the place to start. I started with some thicker acrylic yarn to make blankets. So now that you've completed your first object, you are going to need something to block your item because perhaps it's not the right size quite yet, or it's curling in certain areas. And so that's where blocking really comes in. And I'm recommending to you 2 items. I am recommending to you the LAMXD Blockin Pin set that comes with about 25 comb pins, as well as over 100 T-pins. I love the option of having both available to me depending on my project. And so you can easily, it comes in a cute little storage container, and you can put in both the combs, and it has even smaller containers in there for the T-pins. I had a different set that is no longer available. So I had a similar item, but it's no longer available. But this LAMXD set is probably a mirror image of what I got, because a lot of things come from the same types of factories and such in China. Now that you have your blocking pins, I'm gonna recommend that you get the Knitting IQ blocking mat set from Amazon. It comes with 9 mats all ready to go, and they're interlocking like puzzle pieces. And then it also, as a bonus, comes with 100 T-pins. You really don't need the LAMXD blocking pin set unless you're like me and want that variety of the comb pins and the T-pins. It's just easier on my fingers to use the comb pins as much as I can, and then I use the T-pins. So this Knit IQ blocking set comes with everything you need really to get started in blocking. So you could just do that and then add in the blocking pins and as you do more blocking. What's cool about the blocking mats is that it comes with a grid on it, and so it can help you measure things out as you're trying to lay out your finished object and lay it on the mat and measure out to pin in the appropriate size based on whatever garment or item that you made. Those finishing instructions give you a finished size, and if your non-blocked item is not at that size, you're gonna wanna block it generally to that size. Especially when it comes to handmade garments and not necessarily things like accessories. I don't necessarily block accessories for the finished size. I block accessories more for kind of the drape and the feel of the item. And so blocking mats are perfect for this. It also, because they're interchangeable or because they're interlocking, it stores and comes in a nice little plastic bag that you can store away in your closet until you need it. You don't have to keep the mats out all the time. Now you finished your first finished object or 2 or 10, and you're looking to expand your skill set by adding Tunisian crochet to your repertoire, I highly recommend the Knitter's Pride Dreams Tunisian Crochet set. This set includes 8 wooden hooks, various cord sizes, as well as stoppers, keys, and cord connectors. These are the Tunisian crochet hooks that I use currently, and I love them, and I love the really pointy head to get really into each stitch, and that has just been super helpful for me, and they're a great budget-friendly option. There are more expensive Tunisian crochet hooks out there, and there are others with other materials. These just happen to be my preference right now, and so definitely get your hands on this Tunisian crochet hook set. To go along with the hook set, you're going to need to know how to Tunisian crochet. Yes, there are resources on the internet, but I highly recommend that you pick up the Tunisian Crochet Handbook by Toni Lipsey. She is the queen of Tunisian crochet, and if you want to learn how to Tunisian crochet, you learn it from her. That's who I have learned it from her. I took a class from her over Zoom. I got this book. I've seen a lot of her videos and tutorials online, and she really goes in depth in this book about the various things you need to know in Tunisian crochet. It really provides great beginner-friendly options in terms of patterns, and so not only do you get to see really detailed and step-by-step instructions and pictures of each Tunisian crochet stitch, but also you get to then take that to the next level by actually doing a pattern. And she includes a ton of patterns into the book. And so I would highly recommend that you pick yourself up a copy. And it looks great on your bookshelf. Honestly, the books that I have are staple pieces in my crochet books. They're staple pieces that I plan on kind of using as a library, that I use as a library of resources for when I have a question or anything on anything crochet. The next book that I would highly recommend that you add to your library as a beginning crocheter is the Crochet Stitch Dictionary by Sarah Hazel. This offers over 200 different stitching patterns in crochet. The Crochet Stitch Dictionary offers 200 essential stitches with step-by-step photos. It offers colorful and eye-catching photos and is an essential book in your crochet library. So definitely pick up this book. The last book and the final item on this list is the Complete Crochet Course by Shannon and Jason Mullet-Bowlesby. This is a gorgeous book and really just something to have in your crochet library. It offers a lot of great step-by-step instructions on all things yarn and stitches and how-tos, and it really is a beautiful book. And it also offers various patterns for beginners here. So those are my top 10 Amazon recommendations for any beginner crochet. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. I'm on a journey to get to 1,000 subscribers. I have about 280 subscribers at this point, and I'm looking to grow to about 1,000 subscribers. And so that's my next goal. I'm hoping to hit that before the end of the year. So please help me out. And if you liked my content, subscribe to my channel where you'll see more of it in the future. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video, friends. Bye now.